What are one of the misconceptions that investors kind of take for granted or overlook um, from a HVAC perspective with rehab in a property?
Um, I think that one thing that they take for granted is when you do have good tradesmen. You know what I'm saying? When you do have good tradesmen, some of them overlook that because you're worried about your bottom line instead of trying to build a relationship with that person. You know what I'm saying? You always thinking about how can I maximize on my dollar, not realizing that sometimes you got to give that person an extra dollar, you know what I'm saying, so they can go and do what they need to do. So I think that's one thing that they take for granted. And one thing that I think that they also kind of overlook is that, things take time. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not in the trades, you know what I'm saying? You got to give yourself a little bit more mess up room, you know what I'm saying? Opposed to trying to stick to that deadline. You know what I mean? So I think sometimes they don't take that into consideration as much, you know what I'm saying? Because it's all about their numbers or their spreadsheets and how they going to bring this job in on time. You know what I mean? So
You also get what you pay for.
Oh, absolutely.
Quality work.
Oh, absolutely. I totally agree with that.
So has HVAC ever like over budgeted deal so the deal didn't go through?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Sometimes I think it could have broke a deal because like how, Chuck just said, if you're used to trying to stick to a budget, right? And then let's just say you was used to dealing with an HVAC guy who gave you some okay work. You know what I mean? So now you're trying to base your budget off that.
Off of that, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then you get a guy that have some quality and some standards of his work. Now you're looking at him and saying, hey, you know what I mean?
You overcharging.
You overcharging,
right.
You know what I'm saying? So then with the newer guy, you know what I'm saying? Like they don't understand that, like he said, you get what you paid for.
Oh,
you see what I'm saying? So now he may have had got you those other deals, but now you can't use them because maybe his stuff didn't pass inspections and different things like that. So now you're looking at a guy like me who can get you that quality work and get you past inspection, but now I'm, $2,500 more.
But I'm not losing heat behind the wall because he got holes in his ductwork.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So those are kind of some of the examples that can make or break a deal. You know what I mean?
Okay. So, but if you were doing a rehab, let me ask you this. Would you rather buy ugly with good bones or pretty with bad system?
Ugly with good bones.
Sound about right.
Yeah. Ugly definitely with good bones. You know what I'm saying?
It's pretty, you got to go back and tear it out.
Yeah, because you don't know what somebody did. Yeah, you don't know how good the bones is. So if I can see the bones and I know this foundation is good and you know what I mean? Hey, that's half the battle right there. You know what I mean? So